DraftKings wants us to look at the AFC odds to make the playoffs. And so when DraftKings wants something, we do it.
We do it, right.
So let's take a look at the odds right now. And these are kind of the bubble teams that we have right now. And the Houston Texans, believe it or not, are a bubble team. And I might even say, like, they're a favorite. And actually, DraftKings has them as a favorite to make the playoffs right now. They're minus 110, even though they're 6-5 right now. The Steelers at 7-4 are minus 235. The Colts, who are currently in the playoff picture, actually not favorites to end the season there. They're plus 100. The Broncos at plus 135. The Bills down there at plus 400. If you believe that Josh Allen can carry them and some of those injuries to the quarterbacks and other teams in the AFC could keep them down, those are interesting odds to me.
Very interesting.
I don't know that I agree 100% with some of those numbers. Like, I don't know that the Browns, especially with Myles Garrett, who I guess is going to play.
Yeah.
But still,
so
the
many
injuries on
offense,
so many injuries on
issues.
offense.
Yeah, they're a tough one for sure. You wonder if, like, can their defense keep, holding it down that way? Is their run game going to be good enough to just dominate all the way there? Listen, I understand the Steelers being at the top of that. I do. Mm-hmm. There's of course a grittiness and a toughness that we know Pittsburgh has. They know how to win football games altogether.
Pete knows easier schedule down the stretch.
You look at their schedule, and I think that's what you got to base a lot of this on, right? The Cardinals, the Bengals without Joe Burrow, the Patriots are on there. Now they got the Seahawks and Ravens at the end of the year. That ain't going to be easy, right? And they got the Colts on December 16th. So there's still a little work there to be had.
Of those 6 teams, I'm not going to ask you which ones you think are going to make the playoffs. I'm going to ask you which ones would you want to make the playoffs right now? And I would make the case for the bottom 3.
I think they would be better watches on TV.
The Texans, Broncos, and Bills would be the most entertaining.
I would agree. I think that's what I'd want to see too. I think, again, I respect the Browns and the Steelers and what they're doing, but, those could be some ugly football games. And it could be also like ugly as in like, okay, it's 12-10 or something. Also could be ugly and, man, neither one of these teams has enough offense. And even though their defenses are great, they're slowly getting worn down. And we look up and it's 27-9 and it's not that fun to watch. Right? Yeah. Where I don't think we would fall into that trap with the other guys. Right? The Texans, I look at the Texans and see a lot of things about their football team that if you made me pick a team right there, I think I would take the Houston Texans. I would. And again, they don't have a horrible schedule either here. We got the Broncos. That'll be a big, how that sets up. They got the Jets after that, the Titans, 2 out of 3 games with the Browns scheduled in between and the Colts. So, we're seeing like the Steelers and Texans, they actually are playing some similar opponents here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. But I'm with you. I'd rather have those bottom 3 and then those top 3.
What do you think the Houston Texans ceiling is? Because we started the year thinking like they were the one team that we didn't have to worry about making the playoffs.
I know.
In the AFC.
They were like definitively my
they were like,
team.
okay, they're not gonna. We know one team's not gonna make the playoffs,
Yeah.
and now it looks like they might. And actually, they're favorites to make the playoffs. And they just played toe-to-toe with a team that you said maybe by the end of the year we're talking about as a potential 1 seed or the best team in the AFC. I mean, what's the Houston Texans ceiling right now for you?
I think if they get in the playoffs, they can win a playoff game. I do think that. And then I think they could be almost like Jacksonville last year. Then go to one of the top seeds in the second round and put on a good game, and we go, oh, man, Houston almost pulled it out. Wait till next year. They're going to be dangerous, right? They get another weapon around C.J. Stroud. And I feel like that's about where it is. I don't see, 2 games. I don't think so. I think something would have to happen kind of remarkably. One team fumbles, does dumb shit, whatever. But that's how I envision it. Get in, maybe win that first one. Give that second game, that 1 or 2 seed, a handful and more than they wanted, but ultimately lose that game.
That's crazy because
it is.
We're talking about the Jaguars as a team 2.5 years ago had the number 1 pick and draft Trevor Lawrence, and now they're one of the top teams in football.
Shows you how quick you can turn it around.
Houston, just last year.
You have a good draft or 2
and 3 or whatever,
and your owner's willing to spend a little money. you can be right back in the mix of things in no time.
Don't forget, on DraftKings Sportsbook this season, new customers can bet $5, pocket $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Plus, all customers can get a no-sweat same-game parlay every day.
You can download the app, use the promo code Unbuttoned when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. All right, now we shift our focus to back.
Yo, what up, homies? Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Right now, we got Sunday pod, right? So you can have it Monday morning. We recap all the action. Wednesday, it's the What the F Happened podcast. We're going to get deep in the weeds on the key matchups of the week. And then Thursday, I'm picking games with that jerk Floria. So you know where to find us, homies. Keep watching. Peace out. We'll see you.